Hi, Spicewood Kindergartners. It's Miss Rayborn here, and we're going to continue our conversation about line today and learn about how you use a line to make a shape. So our book for today is called When a Line Bends, a Shape Begins. It's written by Rhonda Growler Green and illustrated. That means the pictures are made by James Cassman. Here we go. It says, a line is thin, a line is narrow. It's curved like a worm or straight like an arrow. So we've been talking a lot about lines like a dot that went for a walk. A line is a jump rope, black ants in a row, a tug of war game, or a violin bow, a tall pole for fishing, a leash and a trail, a string of a kite, a shoelace, a whisker, or a tail. I'm going to show you what some of those things look like. So those are all things we can use for a line. Yes, a line is fine, but when a line swerves, when a line bends, watch what can happen. A shape begins. So when we take a line and we curve it around and it touches, it has to touch and connect together, it goes from being a line to being a shape. So this one right here is still a line because look at that, it's just barely not touching yet. But if it was touching, we would have a circle. A square is four sides all the same. The boxes of a hopscotch game, a patch to cover up your knee, a present sent from you to me, a checkerboard of red and black, blocks to build with, to share and to stack. A cracker is a square you can eat. A square dance is very happy for your feet, where you dance in a square. So let's look at all the things that are square. Look at the robot head that's a square. There's squares on a checkerboard, the hopscotch, the blocks, all of these are squares. Now a square has four sides and four corners. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. 4 sides, 4 corners. A rectangle is like a square with something rearranged. 2 sides are long and 2 are short. The 4 sides now are changed. Rectangles are a book to read, a window and a door, a picture hanging on the wall, a rug that warms the floor, a sign for selling lemonade, a box that you can hide in, a letter from the postman, or a wagon 2 people can ride in. So look at that. A rectangle is still 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, but 2 short sides, 1, 2, 2 long sides, 1, 2, and 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. A triangle is 3 sides, 3 corners, 2. The white sail of a boat and a tent made just for you. An instrument to ring, the pyramids of old, a lunch of jam and bread, or a napkin that you can fold. So the shape of some trees, the beak of the bird is like a triangle. Look at these little jack-o'-lantern eyes are triangles. So a triangle has 3 sides, 3 corners. Let's count. 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 corners. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 corners on a triangle. A diamond sits upon its point. Its sides are all the same. A giant green one is the infield of a baseball game. Yellow ones along the road serve as warning signs. Black and white ones stand out bold on fancy floor designs. Look at that. Baby skates are wooden ones that you can stretch and squeeze. A ballerina's legs form one when bending at the knees. Look at that. It's making a diamond. So a diamond is a lot like a square. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. and they're all the same. These sides are all the same size, right? So what makes it a diamond and not a square is that it's turned on its point like this. If we looked at it like this, like that, it would be a square, but because it's on its corner, it's called a diamond. A circle is a button, a sock hole to mend, a shiny blue marble, a penny to spend, a bubble, a yo-yo, a red hula hoop, the bowl that mom fills up with hot noodle soup, a nest in a tree, a cookie to eat, cymbals to clang, or a drum to beat, bicycle wheels, a tin tambourine, a tiny curled up kitten, or a crown for a queen. There are so many circles there. So a circle has no sides and no corners because it just goes all the way around. It curves. The line curves around and around and around until it gets back to its start. An oval is like a circle, except it's not as stout. Two sides go in to make it thin, and the other two sides go out. A way up high balloon, a beetle, and a jelly bean. It's the curved scoop of a spoon. It's a mirror made to look in, an egg all colored bright, or a mouth that's filled with singing, or a baby bundled tight. So let's look for some ovals. I see an oval shape for this turtle shell. I see the balloon shape is an oval shape. I see that his spoon has an oval shape. I see quite a few oval shapes on here. So an oval is like a circle, no sides, no corners, but it's not totally round. It looks a little bit squished in the middle. A star is a five-pointed shape, shining bright. Stars in the sky, and with the moon late at night. It tops tinseled trees in a season so merry. It sits on the tip of a wand of a fairy. Gold ones are giving for good work at school. The sheriff star warns bad guys of the rules. A shooting star vanishes quick with a swish. A star is even the shape of a fish. So let's look at all of these things that I see here. Lots of stars. He has a star here. We have a star in the sky. There's stars all around here. And look, way down there, there's a little boy, and he has in his fish bowl a tiny little fish, and it is kind of shaped like a star. Look at that. A heart goes beat, beat, beat inside of you all the time. It's also the shape that says, I love you, Valentine. So a heart, kind of like a circle and oval, it's something called an organic shape, which means it doesn't have hard sides and edges. It bends around and touches, bends around and touches. A crescent is a slender shape, a yellow fruit to eat, a hammock strung between two trees for Dad to rest his feet. It's a smile when curving up, and when it's down, it's a frown. It's a moon when the day is gone, and it hangs above your town. A crescent kind of a shape. It does look like a banana kind of a shape, doesn't it? Not quite a half circle, but it's close. An octagon has many sides. All counted there are 8. Yes, you see it on the corner. It tells cars where to wait. So look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we see octagons pretty often when we're out driving around in our cars or taking a walk on the street. A red octagon reminds us to stop. Shapes are here and shapes are there wherever you look. A circle, a square, a diamond, octagon, crescent, or star. Shapes help you to discover wherever you are. I see shapes all over the place. A rectangle, a triangle, an oval, or a heart. Shapes with a curve or a corner to start. Anywhere and everywhere, shapes are big and small, and dependable, bendable lines build them all. there they all are. Let's look at all the shapes that we learned about today. Triangle, 3 sides, 3 points. Circle, no sides at all. A star has 5 points. Here's a square. A square has 4 sides, 4 corners, all the same. There's an octagon, 8 sides. A diamond, which is 4 sides, 4 corners, but it's on its tip. A rectangle, 4 sides, 4 corners, but 2 long sides, 2 short sides. A heart, a crescent, and an oval, which is a lot like a circle that's been squished. So thank you for learning a little bit more about lines with me and how we use lines to make shapes. So for our next several weeks, we're going to be talking about shapes. And on the next slide over, you're going to do an activity with Mrs. Deb where she helps you practice drawing some lines and shapes with your crayon. So you can gather together a big piece of your paper, a crayon, maybe several crayons, your whole box, get your colors. And you also get to do some painting this week too. So I'm so excited to see your shapes that you're going to pair with your lines, and I will talk to you more about shapes soon. Bye for now.